We experimented once outside our marriage, and now everything has changed. Posted in our /TrueOffMyChest. My wife and I have been married for a while, and, on a trip abroad, we decided to experiment with something we had never tried before. We joined a swinger group and ended up being intimate with others just that one time. Very soon after that, my wife was pregnant, and we did get a DNA test to be certain. To our shock, I am not the father. We are not just shocked, but overwhelmed with fear and anxiety about the situation, and to make stuff worse, we don't even know who the guy is. My wife and I are Indian, South Asian. We are afraid the kid's looks might give away the truth. Couldn't tell this to anyone, so came here to vent. Thanks for your time. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. Have you considered abortion? OP. Not an option for us. On another comment asking the same thing. OP. Especially my wife doesn't want to go through it. Even I am afraid of terminating it, like with all the karma aspect of it too. Commenter 2. So she's fine with raw dog swinging with someone outside her marriage, but is concerned over the karma over getting an abortion? OP. Yeah, that was a mistake, but this is a life, right? Commenter 3. Let me guess, the suspected father is white, and it'll look good on you too if the kid is fair-skinned, right? OP. We know the guy is white, but that is what scares me. Commenter 4. Genetics can do funny things. If the child is likely to be lighter skinned than you too, you can take advantage of the colorism of the culture and say something like, our child won the genetic lottery by getting the lightest genes from her ancestors and none of the dark genes. If you think it's likely to be super obvious, there's no way you're the genetic father. You and your wife need to decide what you're going to tell people. It should not be something that penalizes her unfairly, as that will affect her more and affect the child's outlook growing up. If you've been married for a while, not using birth control, but haven't conceived, perhaps you can say that you were going through fertility treatment, a mistake was made, but you're delighted to have a child to love and raise together. Just make sure you're not denigrating the reputation of a real fertility clinic. You could also embrace the truth or something close to it. We decided to have an adventurous night out together, and our darling baby is the result. Sometimes bringing the right God into things helps shut people down. I apologize in advance if I'm using the incorrect example here. My lovely wife and I had an adventure together with some other fun people we met, and Parvati chose to bless us with this gift. Commenter 5. Wow, that's a really hard situation. I am far too jealous to ever let my husband be with anyone else, but I have no idea what I'd do in this situation. How far along is your wife? Would it be your first child? Have you thought about just aborting it? Not being funny, but my baby looks like my husband. Maybe you guys are way more open-minded and enlightened than I am, but I spent like 15 years picking a husband for the sake of babies, not consciously, and I'm really happy about my choice every time I look at my baby and see him with my husband. My baby looks 80% like my husband too, which was a shocker as I thought I'd have the more dominant genes as a slightly darker person. OP. Yeah, it is our first baby, and at this point she is well into her second trimester. Though we have known the truth early, she was against abortion and hiding it so long, and my parents have been and got off a call with them before making this post. They are so happy, and it has been too much already, so came here to vent. Commenter 5 again. It's such a difficult situation. The one thing I'd like to say is that you guys need to live your lives, and you shouldn't worry at all about your parents' opinions. It's both of you going through this. Do you want a baby? Do you plan to stay with your wife either way? Can you be committed to bringing up the baby? Are you in any way happy about this baby? I think perhaps focus on what you can commit to here, as I can say I'd never have made it through birth or the year after without my husband, and all our parents did was make our lives unbearable and make everything all about them. At the end of the day, if you guys want this baby, and you can be a committed father, I don't see why this can't turn into something happy for you. How you treat your wife during this period make or break your relationship. And if you want this baby and your wife, I don't see why you can't lie to everyone and just continue life happily.